What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Evil Punk, and today I'm playing Fallout 76. Playing a lot of Fallout 76 actually, and throughout my adventures I've noticed I'm always low on one thing that I really need: aluminum. So today I'm going to share with you how to stockpile aluminum as well as purified water. Purified water is much better than boiled water because it replenishes more per unit and doesn't increase radiation. So let's get started. So here you see me taking apart my entire setup because I'd recorded this video already, but when I finished recording I discovered that something was preventing the aluminum extractor from extracting any aluminum, so I wasn't getting any resources, so I tore the whole thing apart, and I'm giving you a setup that does work. It's still the same thing, aluminum extractor and some water purifiers. And what it turned out to be was the steps going over my aluminum extractor, for some reason, was preventing it from collecting any resources. But when I did this setup with just the aluminum extractor alone, it worked fine with the stairs going up over it. But for some reason, when I put the generators and the water purifiers beside it, it stopped working. So you see me tearing apart my whole base. But the setup that I'm going to show you in this video does work. I made sure of that throughout the whole process. So let's get into it. What is aluminum and what is it good for? Aluminum is a hard to come by crafting item, and the reason I've decided to stockpile aluminum is that I am constantly needing it to repair and modify my weapons, and that is reason enough for me. To start, you're going to need to find Tyler County Dirt Track, and it's just northwest of Vault 76. Once you've found Tyler County Dirt Track and claimed the workshop, place an aluminum extractor over the aluminum deposit. To keep the extractor safe, build a base around it. Walls cannot be built without a base structure, so use floor panels. Now connect generators to your extractors so it's running while you're building. Mineral extractors require 10 power, so I use two 5-power generators. To save space, I place generators on the floor panels rather than placing them on the ground and then building around them. I want to build the purifiers within the security of my structure's walls, so I'll start by placing some floor panels, and this will give me an idea of where I'll need to place my generators and purifiers. There are two variants of water purifiers, one that goes in dirt and one that must be placed in water. The variant that must be placed in water produces more purified water. But since I'm using Tyler County Dirt Track to extract aluminum, I'll be using the dirt variant. I'm going to be using two water purifiers. Each one requires 8 power, so I'll use 4 5-power generators. Once the 4 generators are down, place the water purifiers and connect them to the generators. 2 generators for each purifier. Now that the purifiers are up and running, you can go ahead and finish putting up the structures around them. When you're putting up your structure's walls, you can use the D-pad on the console to change the variant of wall that you're placing. Now that our aluminum extractor and water purifiers are both up and running, and we've got them secured within our structure's walls, we're going to need a place to work, craft, and build, so to the roof. If you've placed your stairs to the roof first, for some reason they prevent you from placing a roof panel connecting to them. So when you get to that part of your roof where you've got to put the roof panel on that connects to the stairs, you'll have to remove your steps so you can place that panel. I'm not sure why you can't connect the stairs you can't connect the panel while the stairs are there. I like to place some walls and barriers around for some protection. And the reason that I don't use full walls right around the roof is because there's a limit to what you can build. And the gaps also allow me to see below me more when I'm defending the base, as claimed workshops do get attacked often. Completing these defend events is not a bad way to get some free stuff as well as experience and caps. Now that the aluminum extractor and the water purifiers are secure and running, I like to have some light in the base to help me see what I'm doing. The generators have spare power since the 5 power generators are only using 16 of their 20 total power. So we can use these generators powering the water purifiers to also power some lights. Don't forget, workshops are prone to being attacked often, so it's a good idea to build some defenses. And turrets take up a larger amount of your workshop's budget compared to normal building structures, so use them sparingly. It's also not a bad idea to remove all these cars around the track because they can still blow up and they will hurt either you or your base if they're close enough. One of the nice things about having to defend your base so often is that sometimes you get these waves of mongrel dogs that drop mongrel dog meat that you can cook, and this will keep your hunger up, but even when they're cooked, they do still give you radiation. If you're claiming or using a resource for whatever reason, just be sure you're aware that another player can try to claim it from you, and this will initiate PvP, or player versus player. You can also try to claim another player's workshop. Just know that it will likely come down to whoever is the higher level or has the stronger weapons that will take the workshop. If you die in PvP, you'll only lose the items in your junk category, in other words, your crafting resources. If another player has the workshop you're wanting to claim already, it's possible they're willing to share, so it doesn't hurt to ask. I'm always glad to help other players, assuming I have the resources to. Also, be sure to place the welcome mat out of the misc structures category while you're filling your base with crafting stations and stash boxes. The welcome mat will set your spawn point as well as fast travel point. It's also not a bad idea to try to find a place to put a bed or two down. Resting in a bed will regenerate your health, but it also carries the risk of giving you a disease. And after a little more tinkering, here's a look at the final structure. I hope you found this video useful and enjoyed watching me build my base. Although temporary, workshops do provide some good advantages. Temporary meaning that once you log out or leave the server, you no longer own that workshop, so it goes back up for grabs for whoever wants to take it. So if you did enjoy this video or found it useful, or both, feel free to leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below, let me know what you thought. Also, feel free to subscribe, as I will be doing more videos in Fallout 76. So again, I'm EvilPunk, and thanks for watching.